Okay, let's get real. Do you sometimes feel like life's just a never ending loop of wake up, drink coffee, go to work, waste countless hours scrolling online, eat, watch TV, maybe read a book, sleep, and then repeat? Have you ever really thought, is this really it? Guess what? You're not the only one. I help people just like you, well, and me, to get unstuck. I'm bringing on amazing guests who will inspire you, challenge you, and maybe even blow your mind. Let's face it, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got. But lucky for you, I know exactly how to help. With a little bit of woo and a whole lot of you, it's time to unstick your stuck and shake that thing up. Let's do this on Beverly Explains It All. Welcome back to Beverly Explains It All. Okay, first things first. I know it's been a really long time since we've hung out, but I'm back. So let's just do a quick little recap because it's been a minute, right? All right. So at the beginning of the year, I started working on this amazing Disney show. It premiered in Disney not too long ago. It's called Vampirina. It's super cute. It's about a vampire pop star and all her little friends. And it was really cool. So I think I said, yeah, stream it now on Disney Plus. I was a stand-in on it. I stood in for the hilarious Kim Coles. Yes, Sinclair from Living Single. In fact, she has a podcast right now. Make sure you check that out. It's the Living Single Rewind. I'm totally probably butchering the name, but I'm going to put it in the show notes. But Kim Coles is freaking hilarious. She's the loveliest person you'd ever meet. And yeah, I just love her. And I don't have more than enough wonderful things to say about her. But overall, just the cast in general is so talented. These kids are triple threats. They're singing, dancing, acting. They're all so sweet, and it's a really good show. My sister was one of the executive producers, so it was great to be able to like work alongside with her. I hadn't stood in a while, so that was really fun just to be back in front of the camera, but still behind the scenes. I loved my coworkers. It was just a vibe. Like the whole thing was just a really good experience. So make sure you watch it so we could come back and get a season 2 because I'd love to go back to that show. All right, next. Andre and I did a thing. Guys, we went to Fiji. Yes, you heard me right. Freaking Fiji. On the other side of the world. Yes, Fiji. How did we end up there? We went in July. Let me tell you. So, one of my very good friends that I've known since college, his name's Mo. Shout out to Mo. Well, he was working on a little show called Love Island. I don't know if you heard of it. It's a freaking hit. It was like this show of the summer. Well, he and his wife Margie, who happens to be part Fijian, they invited Andre and me to go out there and check out the island while they were there. I'm pretty sure they invited us before, but this time we actually said yes. Like, who says that? People like invite you to something like, oh, come across the world and visit me. And, most likely people are like, okay. But no, we were like, all right. So we went, you guys, and it was the trip of a lifetime. Andre and I stayed in this quaint little hotel. It was like a local hotel that was super cute. It was right on the beach and it was very affordable. I can't say enough great things about it. I'll put the link to that in the notes as well. But so our friend stayed at a nicer hotel, footsteps away. It was literally like footsteps and then this big branch in the ocean jump over away. And let me tell you why one night did I get stuck. I was trying to jump or cross over this big old log and the tide was up. So my dress got soaked. I'm like stuck on it. Andre and 2 local island guys had to come over and help me off the log and my dress was wet. But you know what? I didn't care because I was in Fiji and I was living that life. Anyway, it's always lovely to have friends in high places because we got to use all of their amenities and we got to really enjoy their hotel. We did the water aerobics. We ate all the good food. It was just so much fun. I can literally hear the music now. And Fiji is just, if it's not on your radar, look it up. Just Google Nadi Fiji, Nadi Fiji. It's absolutely stunning. The beaches are incredible. The food is amazing. And I'm super picky. So if I say the food's good, know the food's good. Because, I'm like always suspect. I'm not the adventurous type. Like Andre will eat anything. You could probably like barbecue a shoelace and he's like, this is bomb. And I'm like, Ew, that has a sprinkle of cheese on it. I'm not touching it. But anyway, this food was so good. And the people were so amazingly kind and caring and funny. I can't say enough great things. We got to go on a lot of cool adventures. We went to a mud hot springs pool. We got to hike the garden of the sleeping giant. We saw the coolest, the most epic views. Man, I was like actually scared because it was such high altitude, but it was stunning, incredible. We went to this really pretty Hindu temple. One of my favorite things that we did was that Margie and Mo treated us to the Mala Mala Beach Club. Yeah, say Mala Mala. It's just fun even saying it, right? For Margie's birthday, and it was freaking amazing. Make sure you Google Mala Mala Beach Club because it's just this little like island out in the middle of nowhere. It's surrounded by like ocean, and we took a ferry over, and thank God Andre didn't get sick because Andre has really really bad seasickness. I got him this new watch for his birthday called the Relief Band, and thank you Jesus, $250 later that band worked. So happy because I'm hoping cruising is in our future. But yeah, so we took the ferry over there, and I mean, the water was pristine. You could literally see like the white sand in the water because the water was so crystal clear blue. So we were sitting up in these amazing day beds overlooking the infinity pool. It was just like a piece of heaven. I can't even describe it. I'm like thinking of it now. It was just so awesome. Andre and I went down to the white sand beach and attempted to go paddle boarding, but then I saw like two jellyfish, and I was like, I ain't going paddle. I'm not doing the paddle boarding. One of the jellyfish was purple, and I've never seen a purple jellyfish before. I don't know if you guys have. Apparently, they don't sting, but I was still like, nah. But Andre actually did paddleboard, and I was really proud of him. Afterwards, we went back to lounging and dipping in the pool and ordering food and being fabulous as one does in Fiji. Okay, so most of all, like I said, the people in Fiji were so great. They were humble and just loving, and you felt like that they're going to take care of you. I wasn't worried about can I leave my money out of the safe or anything like that. I mean, obviously we put our money in the safe in the hotel, but I wasn't like, are we going to get robbed or anything like that? It just felt like you could trust these people. And just because I didn't even realize that Fiji is a third world country, the people are just so humble and thankful for anything you give them. And they're like a country that doesn't really tip, like they're not expecting it. So when you do tip, they super duper appreciate it. And like I said, this was just the trip of a lifetime for us. And I'm so glad I got to share this experience with not only my husband, but some of my really good friends. And of course, I will be blowing up Beverly Explains It All Instagram to show you all the pictures. It was fab. Okay, next. As if 10 days in Fiji wasn't enough, Andre and I flew to Atlanta so we could drive up to the East Coast with my family. Yeah, you heard me right. We went from Atlanta to Tarboro, North Carolina to Maryland. The four of us in a car. Me, my mom, my brother, and my husband, and yeah, me in a car for I don't know how long it took, but yes. So, why in the hell would I do that? Right? Why? Well, the main reason was because we went to Tarboro, North Carolina. That's where my dad is from. And it was really important for me for Andre to see it. The three of us were going to make that adventure before my dad passed away. So it was just really great to be able to not only just accomplish it, but to, have this memory that I was able to fulfill because, that's something I wanted to always do with my husband and my dad. So it was cool to be able to actually do this with my mom, my brother, and my husband. It was impactful. We got to see my Uncle Mike, who is a preacher, and we got to actually go to his church, which was super cool. Got to see my Aunt Sissy, and I got to sit on a tractor and live my best city girl in the country life. I ate until my heart was content, and there is nothing like Southern food. My God, give me a Zaxby's or a Cracker Barrel any day. I mean, I think my blood actually bleeds country gravy, that white, thick country gravy. Man, I miss it. But luckily, I'll be flying back to Atlanta for Thanksgiving. So best believe your girl's going to be getting some dumplings and biscuit from Cracker Barrel. Yes. All right. All right. When we finally made it to Maryland, yes, drove all the way from North Carolina to Maryland. Okay, wait, actually, I'm lying. I did not drive. My husband and my brother drove. I sat comfortably in the back with my mom on my computer most of the time. But once we finally made it, we stayed in the inner harbor. And I don't think I had really been to the inner harbor. I mean, I hadn't been to Maryland in like over 10 years, probably closer to 15 years. And that's where I grew up. For those of you who don't know, I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland. And we stayed at the Wyndham Hotel, and it was so accommodating and gorgeous. It was right in the heart of the city, and it was so much fun. We were lucky enough to be joined by my cousin Patricia and her three cutie patootie kids, and my mom's sister, Aunt Dot. And guys, we just ate and chilled and caught up and really just had that good family time. Not to say that it wasn't at times stressful, because unless you guys have like the perfect family, families sometimes can be very stressful, especially when you haven't seen people in a long time and just kind of coordinating plans. And don't get me started driving up the coast of, the East Coast. It's a whole lot. But I am glad I did it. And I mean, would I do it again? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, I'm that girl. But it was an experience for once. It's something that we had all never done before. I'm gonna actually do another podcast to try to get my husband's play-by-play with it, but, let me see. In my DMs, please drop in if you've ever taken, like, a long road trip with your family and, like, your significant other before. I'm just wondering if how people feel about that. But back to the whole, everything. I'm glad I did it, and it was a good time. After I think we stayed 10 days there. After that, Andre and I took a plane back to Cali because we weren't about to drive back down to Atlanta and then fly back to California again. So we enjoyed the hectic week. Yeah, it was good, y'all. It was good. And I will throw up some pictures of that. Yeah. So I was like, kind of scripting out this episode, and I was like, I'm missing something. Like, I feel like a lot has been happening. And duh. Well, I did a thing. 1 second, because those of you who are watching this, you'll see. Hold on. Okay, I got stuck in my earphones. Look it. I got a pug. You guys, look. Oh my god, it was almost in my mouth. Okay, we're gonna have to let you go. Got to let you down. You guys see him? See, this is Sir Pugsley Pugsworth. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Dada. Hi, Lily Lily. All right. Okay, so we got a pug. This is something that I've always wanted. Oh my god, so wet on my face. This is something I've always wanted. I've always wanted a pug. When Andre and I first met, I was like, I want a pug, and I want to name him Sir Pugsley Pugsworth, and we did. I mean, talk about some master manifestation. You guys, I am so obsessed. Like, I'm totally a dog mom. And I grew up with a cat, like, and I love cats too. I just love animals. But I am so obsessed with Sir Pugsley that I naturally started to become a pet influencer. And it's interesting how life can unfold, because I was never really interested in content creating. But Hollywood is super slow right now. And I have this little cute puppy. And obviously, I was going to be taking pictures and videos all the time anyway. So it was only natural that I kind of just fell into pet influencing. And it's just opened up some kind of fire inside of me, some kind of spark. Like, I'm not a techie type. I'm really bad with technology in general. I'm lucky I know how to really power on my computer. Like, I'm slow like that with technology. I'm not a fan. But I'm like, now I've learned CapCut, Instagram savvy. I know a little bit of TikTok. I'm just feeling good about things. And it's so much fun because it actually kind of forces me and Andre to spend more quality time with our puppy. Our weekends, we're like, no, we're going to take Pugsley to a dog park to not only get content, because that's the bonus, but Pugsley's like, I get to go on all these extra adventures. So it's just like a win-win. And just a quick plug, if you guys want to see the cutest pug in the world, please follow him at Sir Pugsley Pugsworth on Instagram and YouTube. And you can follow him on TikTok at Sir.Pugsley, Pugsly. And of course, it'll be in the show notes. Help me make this cutest pug a big star like he is. But really, if you just want to watch some fun dog reels to make your day, check it out. Okay, so now back to real life. I did another big thing. Y'all, I've been doing big things. I mean, it's been a long time since we've caught up. So here we are. I did another big thing. You guys don't know, for the past several months, I've been studying with an amazing coach named Karolina Jotskowolska. I hope I didn't butcher her name. I have become a certified empowerment coach. I actually am certified in 5 modalities: success and mindset coaching, alcohol free or reduction empowerment, and I'm an NLP practitioner and hypnosis practitioner. Yes, it's a lot. And yes, it is amazing. I can't wait to share the skills that I've been learning with you guys. And I'm just working on some one on one and group coaching packages to come soon. But we have a lot of fun things in store for Beverly Explains It All in the new year, and I'm brimming with excitement. I'm so bubbly, and I'm feeling this vibe. So, guys, as I close this episode, I just wanted to say that I've just found, like, I have a newfound vibe and excitement. I've been trying to definitely set more boundaries in my life and slow my ass down and really listen to myself more. There is a lot of power in silence. I know it's trite, but it's true. And as a somewhat recovering people pleaser, I'm reminding myself that no is a full sentence. And guess what? It is okay to reserve space for self care and for yourself. Think about that. For a while, I was feeling a little boxed in on social media and even on this podcast. I was feeling like I have to be the all knowing version of myself. Like, I'm Beverly Explains It All. I got to explain it all. But guess what? I don't know it all. That's why I have great guests on who know way more than me so we can all learn together. But I'm happy to share these things that I have been learning and the things that I do know. Now I just have this mentality that it's really okay to be my authentic self. And I hope you guys embrace that and allow your spirit to do the same. So, coming up for the rest of the year, I'm going to be diving into talking about the holiday season, the food, the family, the fights. Just joking. But seriously, the holidays can bring up a lot of feelings. So we're going to get into that with some special guests. And we're going to rock out the rest of 2025 the way we should. Love y'all. Missed ya. I'm back.